All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. I got a short video I need to make here this morning, and the purpose of this video is only and solely for the purposes of stimulating thought. Over the years, there's been sources like SGT Bull, Jason Epfor, myself, Eric Sprott, Street Money 21, a few people who have done, what we can do. And there's a lot more people. Brother John F., there's a lot of people out there that is a whole lot more versed about the metals market than I am. I just have simple fundamentals. I know what sound money is according to the Bible as well as the Constitution. And I know what the powers that be have done, and I can clearly see through the smoke screen what they've doing. Now, listen to me very closely. You have to pay attention to the things that are going on and forget all the noise, forget all the smoke screen. The bottom line is, and you have to understand that the fundamentals haven't changed. Nothing has changed. As a matter of fact, things are continuing to keep on going from bad to worse. And if you ever want to know how a nation is doing, if they can't prosper economically, then there's no way that prosperity can actually trickle down to its citizens. And that's the reason why you're seeing the government continue to keep growing. And you're watching every time you go out and you put your hard labor to work and you pick up some of these Federal Reserve notes right here, you notice you're coming back home with less and less and less. So whether you have a job that's making $15, $20 an hour, the truth is by the time you get home, you're really close to minimum wage by the time you get finished paying all these high taxes. With the volatile prices of gas continue to keep going up and down, your taxes just being taken out of your check at will. They just take it whenever they want. All because these people do not know how to balance a checkbook, and they keep on dipping in the kitty. To whereas my generation, and if you're anywhere in my generation, you might as well just count out Social Security, period. It's not going to be there. That's the reason why you need to hedge yourself. You need to protect yourself against a chaotic, insane system that is literally going stark, raving, mad, wow, because they're not there to tell you the truth. No more than the police is there to protect you. The police is not there to protect you. They do not exist to protect you. And that is the truth. And that's the truth straight way. But this metal right here, just like I stated many moons, many years ago, that right now it looks like, okay, man, it's all over the place. What's happening now is that this metal is going to become more rare than gold, because gold is hoarded and gold is stored in every single ounce of gold, just about every single ounce of gold that has ever been mined from the earth. Since the beginning, what we have known as civilization is still available. But this metal right here, this kasef, this metal has always been money for over 6,000 years. There's not much of this left, because now we found that this is one of the best conductors that there is. And with the advent of all these computers, machines, and bombs that take well over a monster box, 500 ounces just to detonate this thing, a bomb. And not only that, we watched silver go from $8 an ounce close to $50 an ounce, and now it's hovering steady between $30 and $33 an ounce. And we watched the incline of this metal, and this metal hasn't even begun yet. It hasn't even begun. But what we do know is that between 1,000 margin calls and them continuing to keep manipulating the silver market, I know, you know, no. We know, not N-O, but K-N-O-W. We know when somebody's lying to us and they're doing it with a smile on their face. Most of us can read between the lines and understand. And like I said before, if you can't understand a simple truth such as this, and I know it's painful, Sunday is not the Sabbath day according to the Bible. Now, if you can't understand that, there's no way you're going to understand why we suggest that people should get this. And mind you, before you get this, you get some food. You store some food. You get some food while you can, because I guarantee, pay attention to this month. This is the beginning of February 2013. Pay attention to this month. And then when we get into the summer, providing we're still existing as a civilization, you go back to your store, you take your cell phone, take some pictures of some of the same products you commonly buy. This summer, go back to the store and take a picture again, and you're going to see more taxation without representation. You're going to look at more inflation, because the only solution that our federal government has, the president has, is for the debt now. It's not to do cuts. It's not to spend less and save more, but it's to print more money. It's to make more treasuries. Now, check it out. China is not giving us no more money anymore. Sovereign countries all across this world have opted out of the dollar. Our credit rating has dropped again. And the people are not playing the game no more. Germany can't get their gold back for 7 years. I could understand them being upset, because if I loan some people some money and they're supposed to give it back to me, and I do it in good faith and I don't get it back, I tell you what, I get highly upset, because you can see that people are not men and women of their word. I don't want to hear all the other stuff. But I tell you one thing, we're in trouble. And I'm still going to say it again. I said it once, I'm going to say it again. It's gotten to the point now that it's not that it's not that there's enough of this metal above ground. It's getting scarce. But the problem we're running into today is you get to the point where you can't even buy this no more. And that's the problem, because you know why? Bankrupt countries are starting to hoard it. They're not making it available to you. Look at the joke and look at the undermining and the lies that even our mint is doing here in this country. Position yourselves. Stop being gullible. Stop being naive. Stop believing that everything that everybody says. Listen to those who tell you the things that you just simply don't want to hear. It rubs you the wrong way. Start becoming intelligent and start paying attention to why that the whole tide of the world is going this way. And then there's one or two lone voices over here saying, that ain't the way. Y'all come on over here. Come on over here. Pay attention to that. So that way you can preserve you, preserve your family, preserve those that you care about, and preserve those children, and preserve that dinner table, and learn how that we're watching the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of all mankind. America, and in the last century, more people have died than all the wars that has ever existed from the beginning of time. I tell you the truth, we're getting close.